I'm not sure if I said this in one of my videos or only the forum I thought, which was closed down, but such things as extreme sports, that including bodybuilding and all of which is in competition with and against each other, is a way of the enlightened ones to make fun of the people, to lean back and enjoy the show, creating a lot of ridiculous sports and competitions where they can manipulate people into achieving certain things which on the outside look like a joke, but if you're in the mindset you feel like that's what I should achieve in my life, throwing some balls or some kind of nonsense. But especially about bodybuilding, I've gathered some experience when it comes to that. I even did the more extreme things such as deadlifting, squatting, the most popular things I believe, over 130 kilograms. I've experimented with a lot of things in this life, and there's a lot to say about it, and as to how unhealthy it is. One thing, of course, is that the muscular body is in many ways very attractive, and even if part of it is conditioned, the thing is that there was a study, for example, there's been many, but one that I read is about jogging and how people who jog a lot, many hours a week, they get a lot of problems with their hearts because they get so overused, and the bodies die a lot quicker. And then come the people who don't do anything at all, sit at home and the obvious stuff. And then in the middle there's just people who move around and do some things. There's a saying, everything in moderation. There's a saying, people use it for a reason. A lot of times it just makes sense. And this is the same thing about bodybuilding. Of course, having muscles that are completely rust, right, that you don't use at all, would be similar to just sitting around, but when it comes to the extreme stuff such as bodybuilding, you basically overuse your organs, you stress your body, which, when you think about it, who in nature would ever do such things as deadlifts, for example, simply lifting up huge amounts of weight, which is in the gyms just metal, bunch of metal. It would never happen, only if there's a reason as to save somebody, your child or something. Or also running, who would just start and run around for hours and hours? That's not what people in nature would do. So in that sense it's of course unnatural, but that's obvious anyway and worth mentioning. seeing as it's all man-made ideas, but this is a important thing to realize actually. If you're somebody who's doing a lot of sports, especially extreme sports, and believe that you're actually getting healthier, you're really just overstressing your body. So a lot of times if you look up bodybuilding, you will come up with the same results of these very huge guys in comparison to most people, that is. Very strong looking, muscular people. So a lot of people want to achieve that, usually because that is a kind of conditioning for different reasons, of course. So it is one trap that leads to eating a lot and actually overeating and dying a lot quicker, because eating a lot of food and special food also will make you die faster, especially when it comes to protein, for example. It's basically it's death. Of course, everything is arguable. For every study that I've read on food and what we consume, there's a study that goes against it. But it does make sense, because a lot of people get told eat a lot of protein and such. It's important. Or living off of sugar, another huge trap. But as I said, I'll make a different topic and talk a little bit about food and all. The thing is that if you want to achieve something like attracting women, if you want to physically achieve something in this reality, most of the time, from what I've learned, is that you will also at the same time have to sacrifice something. In this case, sacrifice your body, because to achieve what we see nowadays when it comes to bodybuilding is not going to be done in any other way except for overeating and drug use, a lot of chemicals and such, which will of course in the end make you sick, and you will die quite quickly. But when you just have this mentality of achieving something and then not caring about what happens afterwards, at least consciously, that is, if that's what it should be called. So it is in a way a kind of a trap. What I meant to say is that sugar is going to give you the illusion of your muscles being filled up and such, and or pumped up. So that's of course only one of the ways sugar is used nowadays, and that to keep this illusion alive, people eat every day, and so they don't exactly see how they look like without it, because they keep filling up with the sugar. Especially with carbohydrates and the glucose that comes from it. And who would actually take part of something like a marathon, except if it was their own what I meant to say is who would do it on their own, get this idea by themselves, except if it was a competition and to prove something to someone else, or to do such thing as skating or such in competition for themselves. I'm not saying that there's no such people out there, but I'm saying when it comes to competition such and winning something like money which doesn't exist, then how you see what kind of a trap that is. There can be different reasons as to why you compete and such, whether it's simply for fun and it's not actually going to the extremes, and I'm not judging that, don't misunderstand me, but if you are misled and you do this for such reasons, these competitions, then all I'm trying to say is, if some of my viewers have always believed that when they're doing this, I just want to give you the possibility to rethink what you're doing and rethink what is actually healthy, because stress is not.